Hello friends, in today's session for entrepreneurship development, we are going to talk about various functions of an entrepreneur. As we know, entrepreneurs are considered as economic agents since they integrate the various factors of production, that is the land, labor, capital and enterprise to get the desired results. So while doing so, an entrepreneur performs So, while doing this, an entrepreneur performs various roles and functions. The first function, is scouting of entrepreneurial opportunities. The entrepreneurs perceive opportunities, synthesizes the available information, and analyze emerging patterns that escape the attention of other people. They are the people with a vision, capable of persuading others, such as customers, partners, employees, suppliers, etc., to see opportunity, share it, and support it. For them, the opportunity exists in the environment in the form of needs, problems of the people in the society. After spotting an opportunity, they evolve a strategy to find out creative solutions to the problem or the need. Sensing entrepreneurial opportunity Sensing entrepreneurial opportunity is a process of perceiving the needs and the problems of the people and society at large and arriving at a creative solution. If we talk about example from the industry, Nirma detergent powder was introduced to meet the demands of the lower income groups who could not afford expensive detergents like Surf Excel, Ariel, and so on. Thus, an entrepreneur senses the opportunity much faster than normal persons in the society. The competencies of entrepreneur should have the competencies which an entrepreneur should have in sensing opportunities can be like ability to sense and evaluate the enterprise opportunity, its ability to access the strength of the opportunity, entrepreneurs' capabilities of distinguishing between the real and the perceived value of the opportunity, the ability to take risk, that is the calculated risk and expected returns, therefore, and the last is ability to estimate the differential advantage of the enterprise in the competitive environment. So this was all about sensing the entrepreneurial opportunity in the society. Moving on to the second function, which is the core of an entrepreneur, that is the generation of a business idea. Another important function of a dynamic entrepreneur is the generation of an idea that is new and appears to be worthwhile for further use. This involves a lot of creativity on the part of the entrepreneur. The business idea arises from an opportunity in the environment. It originates from the real demand for a specific or any product or service that the entrepreneur should have a keen and open mind to look for opportunities and generate a business idea. So we can say that while an entrepreneur is thinking of a business idea or he's selecting a business idea, he needs to be very clear on few points and he needs to consider few key elements, like the idea should enable the entrepreneur to solve a current problem in the market. Products may be available in the market, but they do not meet the demand fully or in a satisfactory fashion for the consumers. Sometimes an existing product is used in combination with another which is not available. Attempts to solve such market problems often gives a rise to a new business idea. Secondly, the idea should enable the use of locally available raw materials for the products and services as compared to imported materials and local materials. As compared to imported materials, local materials are easy to procure. And lastly, the idea should ensure making products that have a demand in the market. But the last is the idea should ensure making products that have a demand but are not freely available in the market. It is potential a good idea to start with a product that could be sold. The third step is converting the idea into reality. The entrepreneur takes steps to convert the feasible idea into reality. For this, the entrepreneur has to proceed further for gathering relevant information, expertise related to tools and techniques required to design the idea or the product or the service, acquiring necessary skills to handle the idea, product, services, studying socio-economic environment where the idea or the product would actually be served or marketed. Next is arranging physical and other resources for putting the idea into reality. So this is how we will give shape to the idea which we have generated in the second step. The fourth step is of arranging resources. This entrepreneurial function is concerned with identification and assessment of various resources that are put into the system which have a bearing on the quality, quantity, cost, and the continuity of the product or services that are being offered. Thus, types of resources to be taken care may include human resource, materials, money, capital, machine, technology, and so on. The next step is supply of capital. In several cases, entrepreneurs start business enterprises with their own financial resources. Thus, they supply initial capital to the business and undertake business risk. However, technocrats, entrepreneurs approach financial institutions to raise risk capital for their ventures or enter into a partnership with those who can contribute capital to their businesses. The sixth step is establishment of enterprise. Establishment of the enterprise is the prime activity of the entrepreneur. Though he might have knowledge about technology and the resources available at his disposal, unless the enterprise is established, other functions do not get due focus. Thus, the task of establishing an enterprise calls for mobilization of various resources. This needs an initial investment in fixed assets. Secondly, in establishing an enterprise, the entrepreneur might have to seek government permission, clearances from various agencies, formalize several ideas, and put them into action. He has to exhibit a keen acumen, sharp intellect, patience, and interpersonal skills while establishing the enterprise. The second last step is managing the established enterprise. The entrepreneur has to perform the role of a manager to manage the enterprise effectively and efficiently. Managing then involves taking decision, planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. Basically, the five functions of the management. Performance of these functions would definitely lead to meeting of production schedules in time, ensuring quality standards, economy in the use of various resources, ensuring adequate rate of returns on investment, and controlling of various activities. And last step is growth and development. An entrepreneur cannot afford to remain at his starting point forever. He has to look forward for potential of his products and services. He has to look for growth potential of his products and services. He has to pursue higher goals and expand his markets. He has to watch for the activities of the competitors and formulate appropriate strategies of growth. It is only by the implementation of such strategies that entrepreneurs can ensure growth of his business. So these all were the steps or the functions that an entrepreneur has to perform while establishing and managing an enterprise. That's all for today's session. Thank you.